We cute.
That was cute. I love that intro. That was just super cute. Oh my goodness. So tell everybody, hello everyone, welcome to Idle Musings of the Nerd Mind with my fantastic co-host.
Say Joy! Name. And I forget that some folks are listening to this and can't see my facial expressions or my hand gestures. Apologies to y'all who are listening.
No, and I'm Richard. If you don't know me by now, then I don't know what to say. So I'm just saying, I clean this area back here. Can you tell for Thanksgiving?
I have. Oh, that's right. You were trying to do camouflage situation going on last night.
Right, trying to put a green. That was just horrible. But at least you didn't see all the boxes. Yeah.
Right.
So
it looks great.
That's all I gotta say. Thank you. It's coming together. It's coming together. You know how I am. I like to decorate and stuff like that. Sure. So what's been going on in your world, nerdy and not nerdy?
Nerdy and not nerdy, like stuff I've been watching, kind of
watching and just like work and whatever. People want to know what's going on with you.
They do. It's so weird.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, Thanksgiving was a total blast. Lots of food happening. I saw you cook, so next time I'm just going to come to your house and bring my Tupperware because I'm a good friend. I bring Tupperware.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to go Tupperware because I gotta get rid of it because I'll get fat if I keep eating everything.
See, listen, so, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Just keep it to me. I'll just bring it.
Come on over. You and Latanya.
So good. Oh my goodness! A couple of shows that I watched recently. I checked out Enola Holmes, the new one. That was very fun. Definitely good, like mystery, very strong, like female lead, obviously, and then like the story was around like teen girls and the match girls like strike of 1888. So that was just awesome. I loved how they weaved that story together. Cool. and Homegirl was one of the producers on that too. I was like, okay, Millie,
Millie
Bobby Brown, I see you.
Yeah, no, she's making some really smart decisions. Yeah. Isn't Henry Cavill one of the producers on it too, or
he might have been? I didn't notice because her name like jumped out at me, and I was like, okay, get it, girl.
Yeah, she's making some really smart decisions. I'm just loving what she's doing, and what Stranger Things ends next year. That's it.
Right.
So it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic.
So epic. It's going to be quite the ride. Ride.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So what else is going on with you?
Other shows I watched. See, now that I talk to you, I watch more shows. See what's going on. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
We need to talk about it.
We will. We're going to talk about it. You know me.
And then we can come to you because mine is just highlights. Like I watched Slumberland with Jason Momoa. That was very fun.
I haven't seen that yet. Is that on HBO?
I like it was like the dream world. You know, kind of. We've seen this story, kind of how it plays out, where like the child has something traumatic happen in their lives, and then this whole new fantasy world like opens up to them. So that was he was great because he could just be like a regular goofy dude in that, and it was very fun. And then I had to.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was very fun. Yeah, totally check it out. And I had to get on this season of it's supposed to be the last season of Manifest.
I haven't seen it yet.
All right, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna wait till you watch it.
No, it won't ruin it for me. Go ahead and say some highlights.
It just feels like they wanted it to be 6 seasons. They only got 4, but they're still trying to put 6 seasons worth of content in there. Okay. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, yo, why we have 5 million flashbacks and bring everybody back to the show. I mean, I love them, but everybody.
Right? No, I hate when shows do that. Like the Book of Boba Fett kind of did that, and it was like all of these flashbacks about him getting out of the Sarlacc pit and being with the Sand People, and I was just like, okay, I can enjoy it.
Yeah. I can forgive it from Book of Boba Fett because that was like its first, for us, that was like the first story. So we're like giving that backstory. But this is supposed to be season 4. Like, literally, they had added. So they were doing flashbacks from previous episodes and also new scenes that they made flashbacks. Like, listen.
No, that's too much, man. Right. That is too much. Why do people? Anyway, I'm not going to go down that road. What else?
You go ahead and watch it. I will tell you that it's not even over yet because I was waiting for it to be like, okay, we're going to wrap this with a bow. We're going to get all the answers. And they were like, there's going to be a part 2.
Were you happy or were you like,
no?
What? Is it going to be more flashbacks? We're going to move it along this season, right? We're going to go forward.
That's right. I mean, I know it's hard to like let your babies go. Like that was like the concept and you kind of had the vision, but it's too much.
Yeah, it can be. I'll tell you. Oh, I'll tell you what I've been watching. Well, first of all,
what are you up to?
Well, now first of all, I cooked.
I know you threw down.
The weekend before for Friends Thanksgiving, and then I cooked on Thanksgiving, and they were both small, wonderful groups of just people who I adore and I love.
Wonderful.
So
you have such good friends.
It is fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. So doing that, I'm still in college. It's going to end soon, and I got to register for classes. So I know I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I have to the 5th. I got to December 5th.
So, that's like next week, right? December 5th is not far. I'm gonna call you. I will call you. Let me remind you.
No. I got between you and Tom and practically everyone else in my life. They're like, oh, guess what today is? Guess what today is? Go meet your counselor. Sit down and get your classes. All right, right now. Go up to the school and do it right now. Please, right. I'm ready. I'm ready for next semester. Good. It's been a good semester. But what I'm watching, of course, Andor. Mm-hmm. So good. So good. I'm watching DC Titans.
Oh, okay.
It's so good.
Is it really? Okay. Is it
first
better? Because I remember you saying it was a little rough there.
The first two seasons, it hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings. What are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? It's called Team the Titans. They're a team. So stop splitting up everybody and doing these little bitty side stories. I'm like, I want to see them interact. Okay.
Right.
And then Nightwing. Why does it take everybody to get their suit towards like the last 2 episodes? I'm like, you know what? Give the new Robin his outfit. Because I was so mad. The last season 2, Nightwing did not get his outfit until the last episode. I'm like, why would you do this?
Wow.
Yeah, but he's been wearing it. But let me tell you, season 3, this is season 4. and it's real mystical. Season 4 is like all the like magic users.
Yes.
They've dropped like John Constantine's name, so I'm really happy about it because I like the more supernatural heroes. But they need to get Donna Troy or Wonder Girl back on it. She was my favorite. She is my favorite. Yeah, I love her. I love her. Some people died last season, so some people had to kind of go away. She was one of them. She's like, I gotta go help my friend. Yeah. But season 2, anyway, we'll talk. It's good so far.
All right, good. Right. So I will check it out because you have to give it, the seal of approval. Otherwise, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I got that.
So 3 and 4. 3 and 4.
3 and 4. Can I skip 1 and 2? Probably not. I probably shouldn't. I just suffer through it.
You know what? I will look up recaps, season 1 and 2 recaps on YouTube, and look at it, and then honestly watch season 3 because they're in Gotham, and it's really good, and you get to see like Barbara, Batgirl. You get to see her on it. You get to see you get introduced to Superboy. Superboy is on it, and Crypto, and the dog. It's cute. And then, of course, Starfire. She's on it, and oh my God, beautiful, beautiful black woman, gorgeous, with powers. I love it. I love it. So, okay, that's enough about Titans. Okay. Walking Dead. It's been good. So I'm going to go into it. So what else have I been watching? The Vampire Lestat. The Vampire Lestat Part 1.
Oh wait.
Lord. Yeah.
Oh wait, is this new?
It's on AMC. Interview with the Vampire. I'm sorry. Interview. All
right. Okay. Thank you. I was like, wait. This is a whole new,
I'm sorry. Okay. No, they're probably going to do that later. But keep your eyes open. Yeah. It's gonna be. But they're doing Interview with a Vampire Part 1. They just did that, and Part 2 is coming up. But the spinoff from the vampire books is the Mayfair Witches, and I think that's coming up soon. It's going to be good because they've done crossovers with the vampires and the witches. So it's real. It's not for the faint of heart. And
it's not. I told you I saw that first episode. I was like, seatbelts for this.
That's right.
Full protective gear.
Wait till you see Claudia. You're just gonna be like, right. Because I've read a lot of the different Vampire Chronicles and the books and Queen of the Dam and all of that, and they're good. They're good, and I can't because AMC bought all the rights to that and the Mayfair Witches. So this is gonna be great. Like it won't just be like vampire shows. It's gonna be other shows too. And of course, I saw Andor, and I'm trying to think what else. That's.
I mean, you were cooking. You had cooking to do.
Right. I'm like trying to cook and watch it. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! I can't
we go back and rewind.
And I'm trying to drink wine and cook and look at TV. So like, get out of my way. But it was a wonderful Thanksgiving. It was a wonderful Friends Thanksgiving. That's what I've been doing in school and everything. But well, let's jump into it. What are we going to talk about first?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Let's talk about it. All right. Go ahead. You start.
Well, I mean,
just tell me what you like. What you like to do
first, and so you were like, "It's cute," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So
it was cute,
it's
though.
fun. It's fun. It's very light. Yeah. They kind of spoiled it for us because in the preview they already showed us like the big reveal, right? We're gonna go abduct Kevin Bacon.
Well, that wasn't the big reveal. There was okay.
Okay,
Spoiler
there
alert.
Was another reveal
spoiler
too.
Alerts. Right.
So,
there was another one.
You're right. The other one was more of a reveal. Like this was like the whole like meat of the thing was like, we're gonna steal Kevin Bacon, we're gonna take him back and make Christmas wonderful.
Yeah.
And all the music was hilarious. Very fun music.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon is fantastic. I mean,
he was so great. He was so great to do it. I was like,
right? He was like, yeah, sign me up. Let's do this.
If I was Kevin Bacon, I'm like this. How much?
Right.
Right.
That's right.
You're gonna do what? You're gonna do what?
From him and his band. That last song, I think he wrote it. So he's like extra ching ching chang chang.
But and James Gunn also wrote a couple of the songs there, and I think that was his band at the very beginning because he has a band too.
That song was ridiculous.
It was really funny. He's like, no, that's not what we do at Christmas.
I was like, ooh, that's hilarious.
I'm like, Mrs. Claus is not like trying to swing around a pole. Okay,
you heard the same line. I was like, oh.
I was like, that is not Mrs. Claus. Oh my God.
I was like, okay, Mrs. Claus, all right now.
I just started laughing because I get to see, because I'm a visual person, I get to see her swinging around the pole, and these elves are trying to make it rain with money at Miss Claus. And I was like, that ain't right. That ain't right. That's not wholesome.
I've done that, because they started it out with the animation in the beginning, like they bookended it with the animation. We could put on a little scene in there with Mrs. Claus.
No. I don't think I would have stopped laughing. I would have missed the whole thing. Because that one thing right there, it's like, oh Lord,
literally,
Lord, what just happened, Jesus?
What just happened?
What just happened?
Exactly the same response. I was like, oh wow, they did that. Okay, wow, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the whole them going and just being like tearing stuff up and.
Well, they were on Hollywood Boulevard. So what a great place for them to be. And I think one of the funniest things is like the mother was taking pictures and then they gave him money. And she's like, oh, we got a picture with God of War with Christmas. And I was like, what just happened? This is so funny. And okay, I'm just gonna say this.
What?
When they went to the bar, did you recognize what kind of a bar it was? Look at it again.
Oh.
Because they said it was a gay bar.
Well, I mean, fun. It's more fun.
They seem to have a good time.
Oh yeah,
everybody.
Total blast.
But if you go back and you look at it and everything, it was just super cute. Cute. Love Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
Cosmo the dog.
Cosmo, yes.
And it was a girl. I was like, oh my God, because she got. So the story about that. So Cosmo is into comic books and got sent into space by the Russians because they used to send like monkeys and dogs and all of that. Well, she got bombarded, of course, by like some beams of energy and stuff like that. So she could lift things with her mind, and she has a collar so she can talk. And I loved it when she's just like, I want one of those snacks in your pocket. With a rocket. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Rocket is my favorite. Especially when go ahead, honey. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No. Totally. I agree with Rocket. Rocket is hilarious.
But no,
when someone calls him a raccoon. Ooh,
a talking one.
Talking raccoon.
What made me laugh so hard about that is that when he came out of the box, he goes, "Nobody's gonna hurt you." And he goes, "It's a talking raccoon." He goes, "I'm gonna kill you." I was like, boy, it went from A to Z quickly. I was like, oh my god. But anyway, I don't want to ruin it for like it's a cute. I will be watching this on Christmas. I'm going to be watching this one on Christmas.
Gives us a fix, our little fix while we're waiting for other stuff to come out. So
yeah. What's coming out next?
From Marvel?
I don't know.
Is it Ant-Man and Wasp?
That's the next movie. I don't know if they're going to have a lot more TV series. It's Ant-Man and a Wasp, Quantumania.
I think that's coming in. Yeah, that's coming in February.
Loki.
Ooh, when's Loki coming out?
Loki's the next things. Ooh. I don't know. It's sometime next year. I want to say it's at the beginning of next year.
We've got a lot of stuff coming. There's so much. It's like I have to check out the Idol Musings Facebook page so that I know what all the things.
Oh, what's coming out?
All the things. I was like, oh, thank you for that update.
There is so much content coming out. It's a great time to be a nerd for sure.
Yes,
it's Star Wars, Marvel, all of it. It's anyway, Star Trek. It's just because Strange. What is it? Strange New Worlds is coming back out, and Picard, and it's going to have a lot of the people from the first next generation, Worf, and
actually, they're the whole team is assembled.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. And then they got 7 of 9 from Voyager. I don't know how much Star Trek that you watch, but I love her. She was my favorite. Huh?
I watch all of it.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah,
good.
So we will be digging into that when that rolls out for sure.
Oh,
but we can probably move on to our next topic.
Yes, I know. We gotta watch Tam. I know. I'm gonna just talk about the Walking Dead finale real quick.
Break it down.
Potential spoilers, but I don't think so because of course, it was the last episode, and then they went into all the different spin-offs. It's going to be Rick and Michonne. Daryl is going to have his own spin-off, and he's going to end up going to France. Oh my God! City of the Dead is going to have Maggie and Negan together, and Negan killed Glenn, Maggie's husband. So this whole season was about the 11th season, which just ended. It was 11 seasons. That's insane. Amazing. She hated him. The one thing she said that I absolutely love is that I don't want you to have this hold on me. You've done some good things. You've, saved my son, Herschel, and I don't want my child, and I don't want you to have that kind of hold on me. But I can't forgive you for what you did to my husband because that's all I see when I look at you. But I'm trying. He's like, I'm trying. And she's like, so am I. And I just thought it was a wonderful speech. And that is what, I don't know, people should try to aspire to that, I think. Because there are people who bring, just, I don't know, there's some people I want to strangle sometimes, but I'm not joking. I'll tell you about it later. And anyway, we're gonna leave it there. But I think as long as both people try, and
exactly.
some things just can't be forgiven. But I think if both people at least try and at least try to be civil and move on to a certain extent, you never forget, bad things that people did to you, but you can always try to forgive because it's not for them, it's for you.
Exactly.
It's always for you. But there were a couple of deaths, and it was surprising. I thought it was a really good ending.
Okay.
For this show, but it's really not going to end with all the spinoffs. I'm like, all right. It just means
we have more things to say.
Right. It's just well, the Rick and Michonne one. It's only 6 episodes. It's a mini series.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, she's Danai Gurira. She's too busy doing like Black Panther and everything else. So
true. You were right. Like hold my moment, please.
Right. Exactly. She's like, I'll come back for it for a little bit, and that's it. I'm gone.
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
Busy.
But they did say, and I'll say this, and I'm gonna shut up. After these 6 episodes, she's like, "That's it. That's our story." And like Andrew Lincoln and Danai Gurira, they are so busy and they have so many amazing things in store for them. And I understand them wanting to put it to rest. So, but at least I hope they get their kids, and everything. So it's going to be good. I'm excited about it. I'm not going to spoil it for people. And then we got to go to Andor and we got to talk about that. So go for it. Go for it.
Well, okay. Before we get to the finale, can we just talk about Luthen's ship?
No, we're going to talk about all of it.
All of it? Okay.
I mean, not like, long.
Yeah. Okay.
But we can mention things we liked and didn't like.
Yes. Well, like last time we talked about, like, I love that it was, we had talked about it, there's not a whole lot, there's not lightsabers, there's not a lot of, air, space battles, but then we did get that one on the second to last episode, and he had the tricked out ship. You know what I'm talking about? I was like, oh, snap! Yes. He had all the gadgets. I was like, we're needing one of those. I was like, he's not playing.
Exactly. It just was. I love him.
Yeah, right. I mean, I think all of it, like a lot of people were like, it was a slow start, but it's more of a piece that is about building the layers of each character versus launching with an explosion. How we're so desensitized now to like an action film or a series where it's like you hit the ground running, whereas this was like it was like the boiling was rising. We're getting the water up to boiling, and that does take some time. So it was really cool. I loved the finale. Was phenomenal. But anyway,
it took its time. It took its time with it, and thank God. I think they showed the first 3 episodes, or was it the first 2? I forget.
When?
Which one? When it premiered, they didn't just show one episode. I think it was the first either 2 or 3 episodes, and I'm glad that they did that because they really needed to kind of set the pace. And a lot of people, what I was hearing a lot of people say is, at first they didn't like it. They're just like, this is too slow. They're like, where's the Jedi? Where's the lightsabers? Where's the fights in space? It's like, where are the stormtroopers? And where's all this? And by the way, they still had clone troopers. That was clone trooper armor and not stormtrooper armor. But the stormtroopers phase out the clone troopers, which I love. You got to watch the Bad Batch because they're addressing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Empire's like, because stormtroopers are just basically different humanoid races, but they make them all wear the same armor so that they kind of look alike. But it's kind of like Finn. You could be black, you could be white, you could probably have 12 eyes on your head. Shit, I don't know. But that was so cool, and
cool.
I love Andor. And I love. I can never say her name.
Which one?
Well,
yeah.
I always okay. I loved her. I also loved the interaction with her cousin.
Her wardrobe as well.
I know. My god, it was on point, and I love that you found out that someone was her cousin. And that was great. But what I really did love is that right now there's so many different rebel factions.
Yes,
because there's Forrest Whitaker's. What's his character's name? I forgot his character's name for a little bit.
I forgot his character's name too.
But he has his faction. She has her faction. Mon Mothma has hers, and they need to unify. And it's Guerrera. It's I'm sorry, Forrest Whitaker is Guerrera something. But anyway, I find it fascinating because this is how the Empire is doing. It just seems like it's at the beginning, not only for the Empire, but it's also the first steps of putting together the rebels and getting all these different cells and factions together and working together. And if you watch Rebels, you will see Ahsoka be an important part of that. And I wish she would have been in it a little bit. She would have had to have been a little bit younger or whatnot.
Right. You never know what's coming in the future.
Well, true. Season 2, because season 2 is coming out.
Season 2.
Did you see Rogue One?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I want to watch it again, like after this whole, we got through this, so we can kind of it's like the final countdown. You know what I mean? So it's like you have all of this context now that you didn't have before Rogue One.
See, I love that. But if you were giving someone advice, which we're doing now, would you tell them to go backwards and watch Rogue One and then start watching this, or to watch both seasons and then watch Rogue One?
That is a tough call.
Because
we still don't know where we have so much story to tell, right? I think you could do it either way, honestly. I still think you could do it either way. It's not going to ruin anything. It just adds another layer to watch Andor. But now I want to wait until although it could be years we could be going on with this series, who knows? But I'm holding Rogue One for that, that final story.
I'm glad, personally, that I watched Rogue One first. And now I get to see why he was like he was in Rogue One, because this is making him who he is.
Exactly.
And joining the rebellion, and he didn't want to do that. He's just like, I'll help you with the heist. You're going to pay me. I'm going to take my cut. But it was when he went to prison. And he went to prison as a kid too, from what I understand. I may be wrong.
He had a rough life. Let's be honest, right? He's been fighting his whole life,
Yeah. I loved his caretakers, like his mom and dad.
Yes. Clem.
I just, that was just wonderful. Right? And that little robot. Oh my
gosh. Richard,
that little
my
robot.
favorite droid of all time. I love B2EMO.
The droid. You're right. Emo. Oh my god! I will tell you. I jumped out of my seat when they threw the blanket on him and they flipped him over. I'm like, you do not hurt my baby like that. I'm like, where is my stick? Where is my stick? I'm about to go after that person. Oh my god! I was just like, you don't touch him.
Got it. That droid is like heart, all heart. I was like, whoa.
It broke my heart because he's like, I'm waiting for her. I'm waiting for her, and I'm like, oh my god, he's so precious. So he was. Anyway, okay, so we talked about the Rebel stuff.
Yes.
How did you feel about the Empire stuff? The stuff you saw, there were some secret Easter eggs in there, especially at Lucian's shop. You got to see a Jedi guard mask. You got to see one of the masks from one of the Jedi. It's the one who like had that kind of metal mask on him. He was alien, and it had like all the holes. I forget what his name is.
There were so many Easter eggs that I missed. I swear, I know that there were a ton in his shop, but I had to. People would be like, "Oh," and I was like, "Ah, I didn't see that." Yeah, I hit a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot, but I'm not even gonna lie because I missed a couple of things. I did get the Jedi Temple guard mask. I was like, oh my god, that's what that is. But you know, sometimes I gotta go on YouTube, and some of these people who are like, there's 400, Easter eggs. I'm like,
we have to rewatch these things because it was like, because there's so much to take in that first time. It's not until you got to see it a couple more times you're like, oh man, that little, like that hand gesture, the little nuances that you pick up on that after you taking it all in, because it's a lot. The Empire is gross. It's pretty gross. Yeah.
how they treated the prisoners.
Everybody, honestly, like they said. Yeah. I mean, it was like nobody has any value. Let's just kill them or torture them into oblivion. Like, whatever. Who cares?
They didn't care. And what I thought was interesting is Mon Mothma. Her driver was a spy. He was a spy,
but she knew though.
She knew, and she was smart about it, and was saying because her daughter was getting married to
betrothed.
Betrothed to them. And she mentioned to her husband, she don't like her husband. Because I think that was an arranged marriage too. And she's like, it's to cover your gambling debts and stuff like that. And he heard it, which is smart because that money is going to end up going to the rebellion. Right. And that was just smart. I loved it. Oh God, how about the torture scene? Her name was Vel, right?
For
what
Vix?
was her name?
You mean Vix?
I think that was her name. Yeah, Vix. She had the black hair, and they tortured her with the screams of the children.
Yeah, that's Vix. Yeah, that's Cassie. Yeah. I am actually that like disgusted me because it was so extreme and it was mental. I mean, it was bad enough that it's like physical torture, but it was that mental breaking her completely on a mental level, and it was sad. It was very sad.
I didn't like that either, but I did like the fact that Andor used when they started fighting at the end. He used that to go get her, and I absolutely love that, and I love the fact because the guy who tortured her. She got him.
I'm telling you, the finale. This is all kind of spoilers up in here, but the finale was like,
right. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
You know what I mean? It was like, we have now been called to this because you have tried to break us, and you did not know what you have created, and now it's game on. It's game on. Marva, okay.
Oh, yeah.
But that strategy,
it was
phenomenal. Phenomenal. She's like, everyone will be there.
Yeah. And
this is my platform. Like, what?
Right. No, I loved it. Like I told you, when they put that like cover over the droid and they tried to, I'm like, no. And then that's when everything went crazy. They're just like, you don't get to do it. But I'm loving how people are starting to come together and not take their crap, because there's no reason for it, but they want to keep fear. They want to have them have people fear them. Just like in prison, they want to take hope away and they want people to fear them, and the Andy Serkis character, what was his name again?
Kino.
Kino. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so happy they took their time with that.
Yeah.
Because Andor just kept going like this. He goes, "So how many guards are on this floor?" And and I loved it. And then when he found out that he was not getting out of there, and how they, one person was supposed to go, and they put him back in, and then they killed everybody on that floor. I was like, oh, and he's like, "There's 15 up top." He's like 15.
That's right. Again, it was like game on. You can only break us or try to break us so far before we're going to fight back. We're rising up. We're rising up. So.
Right.
Ooh,
well, I'm excited about all the different rebel factions getting together, and I was also excited about. I can't think of his name, but he has gray hair and he has a gray mustache. He was in the first Star Wars film when Darth Vader did that force choke, where all the people were there. Right next to him. And he was also in the Clone Wars and worked very close with Anakin Skywalker. So, but it's just crazy how he was such a fan of the Jedi and they got along, and now he's this horrible thing. That's why I love watching the Clone Wars and Bad Batch and also Rebels was one of my favorite cartoons also, and it really showed the rebels getting together in a different factions and stuff. But we only got a few more minutes, so
I just have to shout out to Cinta from Cinta. I don't know, she's total badass, and I just had to be like, okay. I mean, she really was like the finale. I was like, oh, they weren't kidding. She's not someone to mess with.
Right, she is not one to mess with.
She is not.
I absolutely love that. And did you
beautiful, right? But she's like, oh no, I will take you down. Right.
She did. And she did too. She didn't play around.
She did.
Well, did you want to tell people what you're doing, where they can find you, and all that good stuff? And just to say hello. On our page.
Yes, on our page. Well, be on the gram, Spotify, all of the things.
There you go. We are on there. You can see us on the Idle Musings of the Nerd Mind on Facebook, as well as on Twitter. And now we have a Instagram page. So all of this is going to go up on Tuesdays. So I'm excited I love my co-hosts, and we will talk to you all soon.
Yes. See you next time.
Bye. See you next time, y'all. Bye.
Bye.